Here's the videos. And then you have to do, here's some more PowerPoints. Maybe these are simpler, because I don't want you guys to feel pressure that everyone has to go out and write a song now. Okay, so here's one that is supposed to be a typical scrapbook. If you are cutting, pasting, this is how you do it. So you see the theory running through that? And then she gives examples. Oh, she got a paper up first temperament. Okay, but that's pretty good. But I want you guys to make sure you guys see the write-ups. I think that's really important. Does everyone, it's a scrapbook plus a write-up. Does anyone see it? Examples, videos? Okay. Now, this write-up wasn't the best write-up, I think, but this is the wrapper and how he put it. So he's got his title page, he's got his intro, he's answered each one of the questions on attachment style. And then on another section, temperament. And then reference. Okay, yes?
When you say it wasn't the best write-up, what was the main issues with that?
Well, that's a very good question. I think it needs to be, in order to get all the information, you need at least 2 pages on each. And Armit knew that he went a little shy on that. So that's why I don't want to read it out to you. The other thing that makes it a lot easier is put the questions in bold on top. It's actually an easier way to write. Put the question on top and focus on the question. If you're a scattered writer and writing's not your thing, just stick to the question, give examples, and reflect what that means to you. Okay? Especially the piece, I think if I'm not mistaken here, he didn't expand on his social development and how that affected us socially, but he did a really good job in Scrapbook to show that he demonstrated that he understood it. Okay, does this help you? Not just you, everybody. Can we move on? Any questions? People feel pressure now? Yeah.
How much is it worth? A lot. 20%.
It's a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I think 30. Isn't this one 30?
I could have sworn I wrote it down as 20.
What time is it? Okay, 5. We're doing okay. Any questions about that? Any reactions? You know, this, you guys are techie kids. Your generation's all techie. This stuff, you know, you could, not everyone? I know, let's not make that assumption. You're right. But PowerPoint, you know how to do a PowerPoint, right?
That's what I need.
Really? No? Okay. Are you being serious, Daniel?
No, I'm being quite serious.
So Daniel has lots of strengths. He's really good at organizing. He's really good at keeping things on track. So if people are really good with this sort of stuff, help them out. That's what communities are for. Okay? So if you guys, Kyle, he'll help you keep you on track. You help him with your electronic stuff. There's lots of programs now that you just stick your picture in and you put your caption in. But are people understanding there's a scrapbook and a written component? Okay, because last year for some reason about 6 or 7 people didn't do the write-up. They thought the write-up was in the scrapbook. Do you understand that you can't just give me pictures and poems and songs? You have to connect it to the theory. Am I being really clear about that?
Like a paragraph with each picture, like in the actual slide, or can it be like?
It's hard for me to say that, Daniel. Like
As
if you had a
long as you
picture of
get
you
the
and your mom, and you
concept.
wrote, this was secure attachment, I felt safe with when I was in my mom's arms, and I always knew she was be there. According to Kyle, 2004, secure attachment is demonstrated through predictability and, you know.
So it needs to have all of that, though. It's not just the essay that's going to have that.
No, the essay is a different component where you integrate it in a formal write-up.
No, perfect.
Is there a certain age that it goes up to? Like, do
Very
I
good
have to
question.
incorporate myself, like my age group right now in there, or is it just like infant?
Excellent question. Your attachment I'd like you to focus on is your infancy, so 0 to 5, right? Because what some students will say, well, I was secure attachment, then my parents got divorced at 5, and my life went to hell, and life was very scary, and my attachment style became very different. That can happen. So I'd like you to focus on your first 5 years if it helps you to focus on that. However, you do need to respond when one of the questions is, how did your attachment style affect your social development? That is not 0 to 5. How did it affect your social development 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 22, whatever you are now? How did your temperament, how did your attachment affect your social development of who you are today? Because we know children who do not have secure attachment struggle socially. They don't trust the world. They don't trust the world. Working on teams freaks them out because I have to be considerate to you. And anybody here, Rob, do you coach little guys or anything like that? Anybody here coach little guys?
Yeah.
Do you coach hockey?
I've coached hockey and I coach swimming as well.
Excellent. Oh, swimming too. Well, that's really interesting because that's an individual sport. But what with sports, team sports, coaches, When you're watching little kids develop, what really excites me, I look at it from an attachment lens, you know the kids that don't pass, the kids that want to do it all themselves, it's a statement of not trusting that you can handle what I'm giving you. So kids who have secure attachment have no problem passing because they trust that you're going to return that pass. Kids who have trauma in their life, if you watch them socially, they really struggle. Is that a question again or scratch it off? Any other comments, statements? Okay. So we're going to move on today. This is a really simple class, but we're going to focus on it. How old are your babies that you're raising?
3.